Welcome to Virtual Ventriloque. I'm your host George, and today we're gonna try to recreate this scene right here. It's a kind of an abstract, simple scene that uses really simple shading. This is some of the stuff that I've been working for the past couple of days. Some renders. I think it looks pretty good. Now let's start with a new project. Let's delete. Let's clean a little bit. Let's add a sphere, EVEE sphere, and then we're going to go on the top on the gizmo, tab to go edit mode. We're going to delete half of the sphere. Now let's position the camera. You can use the gizmo as well to position it exact on the y-axis or on the minus y-axis, depends which one you delete it. Control Alt 0 to bring the camera to view. Shade smooth. Let's go into shading. Pretty simple shading. We're gonna press new, and then we're gonna add a mix shader. We're gonna add another emission shader. Gonna plug it in the second second slot. Give it a color. I find this one quite nice. Give it a strength of 20. Now Shift A, color ramp, color into factor, and now a Voronoi texture. Now we need to have the add-on Node Wrangler enable. If you have it, Control T. If not, go to preferences, and then you can enable it there. Now we're gonna use the object. And then on the Voronoi texture, we're gonna use the Mikulski. Now let's play with the sliders. It needs to be inverted, something like this. Let's make the material pretty dark. And looks good so far. Let's scale it up or down. You don't have to follow the exact my steps. You can use your own imagination. The world there should be a bit darker, but I find this really intriguing and really nice. Go back to the layout. Let's Shift A, add a monkey, scale it. Let's go here. Let's scale it down. Tab, subdivide, and then we're gonna go to the shading. Same mix shader. Then we're gonna add an emission just like the previous one. Now make it darker, the base color. Now you can pick whatever color you want. I find this nice. Now let's add a color ramp, color into factor, and now we're gonna use a special node named layer weight. Facing into color, we're gonna blend it down to 0.2. And now let's play with the sliders a little bit. So far so good. Layout, render view. We can rotate the monkey a little bit, monkey head a little bit, so it looks more meaningful. Let's add a plane. Tap to go to edit. Scale down, tap to go to edit mode, I to insert, X to delete the faces. Now select all with A, extrude, Z, not too much. Tap to go from edit mode, G, Z. Now Shift, scale it down, Shift D, Z, Shift D, Z again. We're gonna make 3 planes similar, and now we're gonna add a circle. S, G, Z, S to scale. Position it here. Tab, F to fill, I to insert, X to delete faces, all, A to all, extrude on a Z, make it a bit bigger. And now let's give to all of this some materials. Firstly, we need to enable the bloom, ambient occlusion, not really, motion blur, not really, the color management from filmic to standard. Now let's give it the material. We're gonna give it emission, straight of 20. You can pick what color would you like. I just picked this one randomly myself, but I like some warm-ish colors. Second one, same emission, color. Yeah, this one looks alright. Straight of 20. As I said, I picked this color randomly myself because I try to make this tutorial as quickly as possible, as fast. Color whatever you think it looks good for you. Now we can take the middle one, press Z on the gizmo, on the top view, R to rotate, and then we're going to rotate it 45 degrees. Maybe tilt it a little bit, make it more interesting. Now let's add the plane that is behind. R to rotate, X on x-axis, G, Y to put it behind our sphere, S to scale. Now S to scale on the x-axis, just bigger than the camera. Shading, we're gonna use the same shader as the sphere. Just we're gonna double click this button to duplicate the material. Now you can pick whatever color you want. It's all up to you. Maybe straighten it down a little bit, scale it up, scale it down. But I find this a bit more stars to be more like eye-catching. Now let's position the camera a bit more closer, center it. Now some last of touching. I have to press F12 to make a quick render. Use nodes, Shift A, viewer, and to close this window, move. Control the right mouse button to have a little cut there, and then we're gonna add the glare. I love the glare node. Straight to fog glow. Just go on this one to 6, and now let's add another node, a color balance. Let's make blue bluish, the red reddish. So this is it, guys. Hopefully you learned something today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.